Hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. Hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video tutorial, we're going to play with some of my favorite things, and we're going to be doing flowers, okay? I know you guys love flowers. I adore making flowers. I would make flowers every day, all day long, except then I have no place to put them. Anyways, we're going to be crafting today with a few of my favorite things, like Dollar Tree disposable cookie tins. They come 2 in a pack for $1. We're going to be using these little tin signs that you can get at Walmart. They're around maybe $4.50. They're great. We're going to be using some magnetic buttons. We're going to be using my 2 favorite punches in the whole world. Let me come close so you can see what they look like. They are both from Hobby Lobby. They're Hobby Lobby brand. This one is 3-inch and the other one is, I think this one is 2.5-inch. Okay, and then we're going to be using some buttons, some burlap. We're going to be using this stencil right here, which is from Mgnolia Design Company. I'll pin a link in just a few minutes for it. And obviously I love this one. I used it a lot last year, but it's back. And it says family, faith, and freedom. I made the cutest t-shirt with this last year. So, yeah, it's got like the crosses, the hearts, the stars. I mean, it's an awesome stencil, okay? And then we'll be using red and blue and white chalk paste. And yeah, so I have some good stuff planned for today. But since we're doing metal flowers, the first thing I want to do is show you some examples of metal flowers that I have made in the past. And just to give you some ideas, okay? And I actually I went through my box of different styles of flowers. Oh my word. That they were a little crumpled, but okay, so let me just take these off and show you one at a time. Okay, this is that same sign. It has the Mgnolia stencil that says, "I still remember the days I prayed for the things I have now." And then it is Mod Podged, okay? And obviously the magnets will stick to this tin even if you decoupage it. And so here's some examples. I'll hold it up close in just a minute of different things that you could do. You could do these big old flowers with buttons, vintage dictionary, lace, green burlap, brown burlap ribbon, a little bit of jute, some buffalo check, and the back of it is held together with a piece that I punched with this one out of that Dollar Tree cookie sheet, and I have it on the front as well. We're not going to make as elaborate of little doodads today, but I just wanted to show you this. Okay, so it's button paper, and I punched that paper out with my small punch. Tin that I punched with my larger punch. Lace, burlap, jute, burlap, and buffalo. And then this one was heavy, so I used this as my backing, and I put 3 magnets on it, okay? This one is very similar, but it's much lighter, and it just has button, silver, lace, tin, lace, burlap, that kind of thing, and it only has 1 little magnet on it. So, okay, that's one example. And I've made multiple of these signs over the last 3 years. So, all different styles. But so I would probably not use 2 at a time. But I just wanted to show you that idea. Okay, here's another idea that I really like. And these are just little flowers that I made out of these Dollar Tree cookie tins that I punched with my bigger punch, a piece of vintage dictionary paper underneath it that I punched with the smaller punch. And then this is one of those glass pebbles. Okay, and it's all set with a magnet on the back. And I like this idea a little better. Whoops. There are so many things that you could do. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Okay, so in addition to that, here's another idea. And this is sort of a, I'm just looking to see what else I have here. This is one where the stuff is just sort of layered, okay? And I have this fabric, more fabric, more fabric. The large punch with the Dollar Tree cookie sheet, more fabric, a button, some leaves made out of Dollar Tree cookie sheet and fabric. And it's all held together with a magnet. Let's see. I think this one's really pretty. Okay, and then here's two others. We're gonna get to it in just a second. I'm just showing you some examples before we start. Lace, cookie sheet, dictionary, button. And here's burlap, cookie sheet, paper, cookie sheet, button, and a magnet. So, and these are just a few. I thought that I would completely overwhelm you if I showed you all of those. Here's another one that doesn't go with anything we're working on, but it's the exact same idea. It's just layers of different fabric, and then the Dollar Tree cookie tins, the punches, and it's held together. It's got a little magnet on the back. Okay, and then the last ones I want to show you, and I need to dig up these videos, but I made these last year to look like sunflowers. And they're 100% made out of Dollar Tree cookie sheets. What do you guys think about that? And then it's got one of the Mgnolia rounds on the back and a magnet. Here's another one. These are a little scrunched because they've been in my box of stuff. So I probably wouldn't use 2 at a time. And you can paint the center. You could put something in the center if you wanted. This is just layers of cookie sheet. There's just nothing complicated about it at all. Okay, so this was one I wanted to show you. And the other one that is done that I wanted to show you is this one that I did last year. Exact same idea. It's using one of the Mgnolia stencils also that says "My cup runneth over," Psalm 23:5. And I think I did this kind of idea for that one. What do you guys think? These tins are really cool. There is so much that you can do with them. Let me just move all my little flowers out of the way. So, if you want to, we're going to get started. I'm going to stop talking. But if you want to look for these, they're like under $5, I think. They're at Walmart in the craft department. And they have a lot of the different kind of wood signs and stuff. And these, they still have them. They're tucked in with the wood signs, okay? And they have this nice little scallop shape. They're just great. We're going to be working with this one. All right, and we're going to be working with this stencil right here that says Faith, Family, Freedom. But I could also use this one that is one of the subways for 4th of July. Or I could use this one that says Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. These are the patriotic ones that I still have from last year. I'm waiting on my new ones to come. But we're gonna do this one, okay? And then we're gonna do flowers and we're gonna do the whole shebang. Okay? So I'm gonna take it off of the backing, which of course I've labeled. And we're going on tin. Okay. These stencils are sticky. Even though this one is over a year old, I could really stretch the heck out of it trying to get it off of this tin if I don't fuzz it well. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using the Mgnolia fuzzing cloth. Oh, let me quickly lay down my links if it's not too late. If you guys have questions along the way, oh shoot. Just a moment. If you have questions along the way, just let me know. If you like these flowers and this project, feel free to sprinkle. And here we go. Okay, so I'm just putting a link. Wait, where did it go? So sorry. I'm coming. I can't find it. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Sometimes Facebook does something weird. Okay, so I fuzzed it 2 times. I think I'll do it one more time just to be double, triple safe. Okay. And I'm gonna lay my stencil on here and kind of think about where do I want my doodad. And I think I want the thing that we're gonna make to be up towards the top. So that means I'm gonna do my stencil down lower. I'm just pressing everything down. Good. Okay, I didn't get any squeegees out. I definitely need some of those. And some little stir sticks. We'll work it out of a bowl today. So here's our stencil on our little tin. And the great thing about these guys is you can always do the other side, which I do that all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna use red, white, and blue chalk paste. And oh gosh, okay, sometimes they're hard to open. And I'm just gonna do a random, I don't know. I'll do blue, red like I've done here before, and then I'll do white, all the rest of the other details. So let's do the red first. This is called Old Glory red chalk paste. It's a great color. Sometimes reds can either have like a pink tone to them or kind of an orangey color, and this does not. It's a great color. I love it. Okay, and let's do the blue. We'll whip that out real quick. I'm just pushing it through the holes on the stencil. Easy, easy, easy peasy. I'm not sure if I've ever stenciled directly on one of these tin things because I almost always decoupage them. So we'll see. I hope it works out well. Part of that word, freedom. Okay, and then we're going to do a whole bunch with the white. These little crosses, these fireworks. I'll try not to get the red all mixed in with it. And if I go outside of my stencil on this tin, it'll be super easy to clean it up. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, let's see, I'm nervous. Let's see how it looks. So this is what it looks like right now. Hey, and you guys, you can swipe. Oh, it looks good. You can swipe the comments out of the way if they're bothering you, which I know they usually bother me. I can't do anything with them. You'd have to do that from your side. But, it depends on what kind of device you're on, whether you're going to swipe them side to side or up and down. Oh shoot, I forgot some water. I'm going to have to run into my bathroom and get some in my tub because I love the stencil and I don't want to ruin it. So talk amongst yourselves for just a second while I put the little water in. I'm coming back shortly. Okay, that was easy. And one of the other things I love about these little tin signs, it's like a galvanized tin, is that you can completely clean these off when you use chalk paste and then do something different. Or you could decoupage on them. There's a ton of different things that you can do, but look how cute. This stencil is adorable. Okay, let's put this baby out of the way for a few minutes. I'm going to put the lids on my chalk paste and we'll start on the flower. Whoops. That's blue. I pulled out some buttons, pulled out a bunch of things. I don't know what we're doing for sure. I'm going to show you first off how to use the punches on the Dollar Tree cookie sheet. That's the first thing we're going to do. Okay. So, let's see. All right, so when you get these from Dollar Tree, they're going to be a package of 2. So they're 50 cents a piece. They're great. I know a lot of people worry about what they're going to do to your scissors or your punches. And in fact, it just sharpens them. So it's not harmful at all. Okay, what I usually do is I'll just cut. You do want to be careful because when you cut it, it's sharp. So I'm just going to kind of roll this out of the way. I'm cutting the top off here. Let's just get rid of this. You want your tin to be laying as flat as possible before you use your punches on it. And that lip there is not going to work. Now you can cut out shapes by hand like these guys if you want. But I'm going to show you the punches. And you can get all different kinds of punches. I have a star, I have a heart, and then I have a bunch of square and other shapes. But honestly, for summertime, these 2 are my favorite. This one's like a little flower petal, and it's 2.5. And this one is like a little scalloped edge circle that's 3 inches. So you're just going to put your tin, you guys see okay? I think you can, into your punch and push it all the way back. And ba-boom! There you go. So easy. So a lot of times I'll use this as the backing, and then sometimes I'll use it as the decoration. Let's do this one. Oh, and I wanted to just mention this to you. They come with this little plastic guard on them, but those just get in my way, so I took them off when I bought them. But if you're wondering, what is that and do I need it? Probably not. But this is sharp, and I have cut my fingers before, so be careful. Okay, and here's our little petals. And these are fun because what I like to do is I like to bend up the corners just a little bit. Or not the corners, the little petals. So you get something like this, and then you can kind of bend them out. And they look more like a flower. Can you guys see what I'm saying? Okay, if you have ever crafted, I want to know, with the Dollar Tree cookie sheets, tell me in the comments. I want to get an idea how many people have used these before. All right, and I need a board and my hot glue gun. Okay, we'll use this one. Let's use the back of it so you can see better. Okay, and I've got my magnetic buttons out. You can get these everywhere. This one had 52 in it, and they're the larger size. They are not good to swallow for little people or little animals. So keep them out of reach. And when you're done, put them away. Especially if you have, you know, little ones that might get into them. Okay, so I was thinking that we would start out with a little bit of this dark blue 5.5-inch ribbon from Walmart. I think is where I got that. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it to tack it to my little tin, my scalloped circle tin. Oh my word, I have glue strips everywhere. It feels like I walked into a spider web. Wow. Okay, that is awful. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on here, not super heavy. And then, see what we've got here? What I want to do is just cut a circle around the outside of it. I'm just looking to see, do I have anything like that? Well, I kind of do in this one, but it was lace that's outside the circle of this little tin. So did you guys see the video that I reshared yesterday evening with my Painter's Drop Cloth table runner? Oh my gosh, that is one of my all-time favorite projects. Okay, this is what I've got, and I'm gonna pull and fuzz a little bit. Okay, so there's our first layer, and we will be putting a button magnet on the back of this. All right, the next thing I was thinking is I'm still obsessing about this blue and white and red and white ticking. And so I was thinking to use a piece of the red and white ticking that I just cut in a circle right here. And let's see if I can fuzz up the edges a little bit. I'm just running my fingernails over the edges to make it not look like I just barely cut it out, which I did before I came live. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so here's what we have. And it's just messy looking. It's just a little teeny bit smaller. My dogs are barking because I don't know if there's a breeze outside or a leaf fell off of a tree or who knows, but I'm sorry about that. And I'm going to lay this layer down now on top of this. That sounds like Molly. She's the troublemaker. Okay, and there's that layer. And then, let's think, what do we want to do? Well, you know, I'm kind of thinking that we could take some of this red wired burlap ribbon and run like a crisscross sort of behind this. So it looks almost a little bit more like one of these guys here, but not quite as elaborate. Let's do that. If we don't like it, we can pull it off. I don't know where this red wired burlap came from. I think it was a gift from my friend, Diane. Okay, so I'll fiddle around with the ends later, but I think I'm just going to do a crisscross, and then I'll stick that on the back. So this is one of those crafts, just in case you're wondering, where I don't know where I'm going. Whatever it ends up being is always a surprise to me when I'm making these kind of things. And I tell you what, I think that's a good way to go about it, because you won't be disappointed unless you have something very specific that you're trying to actually copy. Otherwise, if you just kind of let your projects evolve, then generally speaking, I think you're a little bit happier with them. So I never know where I'm going. I just might have a general idea of what ingredients I want to use, but I don't know what I want it to look like necessarily. I'm just making a little. Okay. Yes, that's super cute. Okay, we're not done building, but we're gonna go with this. So, let's see, I'm gonna. That looks like it's about centered. Yeah, good enough. This looks patriotic, don't you think, already? Yeah. Okay. So now I was thinking that we could do one of these little things here. And I was also thinking, let's do a little bit of the blue and white ticking in the center of it. So I need just a really little piece. Let me see what I've got over here. I guess we'll cut up one of these circles that I already have going. So I'm just going to glue that on there, and then we'll do a button. And then we'll bend everything, and I'll show you how to do that. And then we'll do the magnets. This one's going to probably take more than one. Okay, so here's this layer. And I mean, you can totally see if you looked up close that this is not a good round. But I think it's cuter almost when you have things be, you know, a little not perfect. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just bending these petals. And I do have a picture of these punches on the shelf at Hobby Lobby, and I will put that in the comments when I'm all finished, because I know I'm going to get a ton of questions from people saying, where do you find them? Can you order them on Amazon? Yes, you can order something similar, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for all the stars. Wow. I'm sure you can. I don't know what the website would be, but you can't get these exact ones because these are Hobby Lobby's store brand. And about every other week or every 2 weeks, they have a sale on these kind of, I think they consider them more of a scrapbooking item. They're backed by the scrapbooking, sort of. So, so I'll put that in the comments, but I don't know where you could order them on Amazon. But I will get you guys the information about Hobby Lobby. Okay, and I'm just gonna plunk this down here. Oh, this is cute. Okay, and then we need something like a little button, but the funny thing is that when I was going through some of my buttons, I did not find very many red ones. So let's look at my actual button in the button box. This is the one that has the colored buttons in it. And we'll find something fabulous for it. That's perfect. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hot glue this down, and then I'm going to look at it and see if it needs anything else. Oops, I need glue. I'm going to come over and show you this up close and personal. Bend our little wired ribbon so it's got some movement. Here we go so far. What do you guys think? I feel like it could still use something on the back of it, but I don't know what that would be. And I don't have anything else out really to work with. But this is pretty darn cute. So, it's 2 pieces of wired ribbon going crisscross in the back, then a messy circle of this 5-inch navy blue or royal blue burlap ribbon that I think came from Walmart. And then there's a punched scallop circle using this one out of the Dollar Tree tin. And then some of the red and white ticking fabric from Walmart. Then another punched little flower petal. Then another piece of blue and white ticking, and then a red button. And we can bend the edges of this just to give it a little personality, so it's not all looking so flat. Can you see how I just bent the edges of that? I think it turned out pretty cute. Okay, so now let's see what we think when we put it on our project that we stenciled with the Faith, Family, Freedom in the Old Glory Blue, Old Glory Red, and then Brilliant White chalk paste. And this is exactly what I was thinking to do. It's perfect. Okay. Now I need to see how many magnets I'm going to have. And I'm thinking 2 to make it be sturdy. These things drive me crazy. They get stuck in a thing and it's hard to get them off. And I do want to fiddle with my tin just a little bit to make sure that I have the polarity right. Okay, it doesn't seem to make any difference on these. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hot glue these on the back going sort of across right here. Oops, I've scrunched my petals. These Dollar Tree cookie sheets, you can also use them to make gigantic sunflowers. Oh my word, I've seen so many cool projects using those. So, they're just great. I love the look of them. I love everything about working with them. And they're so affordable and they're so easy to cut and to manipulate. Okay, so here's what we have. This is what the back is looking like. And let's see how this is going to work on a project. I think it is absolutely adorable. What do you guys think? I might put this at my back door. I'll wait a little bit, but okay, now if I know for sure, for 100% sure, that I'm never going to want to clean this off and do something different with it, then I can, I'll show you what you want to use. I can use something like this. It does not have to be this brand. This is Rust-Oleum 2x matte clear. It's a clear matte sealer. This came from Walmart. You guys are so generous. Thank you so much for the stars. This came from Walmart. You can use Rust-Oleum. You can use any brand, and you would just take it outside, spray a light coat, let it dry, do one more light coat. And I would focus it mostly on the area where the stencil is. And it's not gonna, if this is like out in the actual weather where it's gonna get rained on, first of all, this is gonna get rusty and yucky and your bow's gonna fall all apart. So it's gonna have to be protected under a covered something outside. But what do you guys think? Do you like it? Isn't it cute? Oh, I love it. Next time I go to Walmart, I'm gonna have to grab some more of these little galvanized tin thingies. And it would have been just as cute, I think, if I had used this one. Land of the Free, Home of the Brave, or this one, which is a 4th of July subway, or there's two brand new 4th of July patriotic stencils that Mgnolia has that they just released like maybe it was last Wednesday, and mine they should be here today. I hope. So you could do this idea. I think the red, white, and blue with the galvanized tin is adorable. All right, well, I hope that you guys liked these ideas and that you've seen how seriously simple it is to work with this galvanized tin and to make these magnetic, different style flowers that you can plunk on there. This one is decoupaged with some encyclopedia paper and then stenciled. And this one that's covered in stuff over here, it's decoupaged too. So I'm not gonna take it all apart. But, yep, that's what I wanted to show you. I hope you guys liked this idea. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'm going to get, what am I getting for you guys? Oh, I'm getting the pictures that I took last time I was at Hobby Lobby of the wall of punches so that you can see what you're looking for. And just wait until they have a good sale. These are these are a crafting tool that if you get them, you'll use them a lot. They work on any kind of paper, on tin. They do not work on ribbon or fabric. I'm sorry, I really wish they did, but they do not. They have some other shapes. I have a star and a heart as well, and those are great too. Do I have to spray the protection if it was the ink paint? Well, okay, so the Mgnolia ink is for ceramics and fabric, and it has to be heat set to be permanent. You could try this with ink, and you could try using a heat gun or a hot blow dryer to heat set it. I don't know how well that will work because the ink from Mgnolia is not designed for this. And the one little drawback to it is that it stays a little sticky until you heat set it. With fabric, you heat set it with an iron or a heat press. With ceramics, you heat set it in the oven. And the ink can stay a little sticky. But you know what? If you don't like it, you can just clean it off and start over. So if you have ink, I'm always telling people, use what you have whenever possible. Give it a try and see how it works, and then let me know. Otherwise, grab some red, white, and blue chalk paste from Mgnolia. I did pin, no, wasn't able to pin a link. I'm gonna sprinkle it through the comments and put it in the description. Because you'll want red, white, and blue chalk paste for the next month and a half, 2 months, 3 months even. So, all right, guys, I will hop off now and see what other kind of questions you guys have. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the stars. That's awesome. And I'll get pictures of this later, and I'll put this here and also in the comments. Oh, and did I show you, let me show you one more thing real quick. I cannot figure out what I want to do with this pillow. This was what we did on Sunday. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. And I used that same ticking, that same red and blue ticking. And I've tried different things around the edge of it, and I'm not feeling happy with that. So I may just trim it up a little bit tighter and leave it as is. And then I am probably gonna put this in one of the blessing boxes coming up. And I'll put that fabulous apron that we made in the other, so each one has a big something in it. But anyways, this was fun. This is ink in blue and ink in red from Mgnolia. And then this stencil is also from Mgnolia. So let me know if you want those links too. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Terry says, yes, leave the pillow as is. Yeah, everything I tried to go around the center with to cover the edges, it just made it look way too busy. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.